So how is the program going, young lady?
It's going good. We actually had a baby shower for one of our moms yesterday. So we do events every month. So it's good. We haven't gotten any new money, but I'm in the midst of an ask that you had to be invited to a foundation here locally to be able to ask them for money. So that's kind of a big deal for them to even say, hey, let's talk and see if we can possibly help your organization. So I'm in the middle of that. And then there's two organizations here in Memphis. One has asked me to come do a girl talk series at their facility they deal with, um, they don't call them orphans. What do you call them nowadays?
At risk?
Well, they were once in the system. Like, you know what I mean? I can't think of
Do they don't call them, do they call them wards of the state still?
I don't even know. It's like it's so many things we used to say, right? Nobody says them anymore. You're not supposed to. But anyway, they used to be in the child care system of this state, and so they've aged out of that program. So they're just trying to help them navigate life between there and where they want to go. And so they asked me to come and do some sessions with their girls, well, the young ladies. So that's pretty cool because they sought me out. Like I've known them, I've done work with them, but to be asked for me, for other people to consider what I say or do valuable, that's like a huge deal for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a stamp. It's like people believe in what you do.
Right. And so I'm going to start those sessions in September. And then I had a call on Saturday with a lady from another organization, and she wants me to meet with the CEO, well, the executive director, about making being a part of I Am My Sister's Keeper a part of their requirements for their program.
Awesome. Yeah. Congrats on that.
Thank you. So everything is not always monetary, but it's about getting the connections and having other people to be able to say, I value her work and I stand behind it. So
this is very good, man. I'm happy for you. I'm happy for you. This is awesome to hear. I like this.
I knew you would like that. That's why I saved it and didn't tell you on text message.
Yeah, man. I'm glad you didn't, because now I get to say congratulations. I need to get down there, man. It's just too much going on. There's too much going on. I need to clean up everything. Everything just needs to be cleaned up so I can get away.
Yeah, for real.
But I think people know if I leave.
So
people know if I leave, I may not come back. I think that's why people are trying.
You're not gonna stay in Memphis.
Not necessarily stay in Memphis, but
0 out of 10 would not recommend. No.
Nah, it wouldn't necessarily be Memphis, but I'm loved for quite a few places. So it don't take much for me to say, hey, can I come out? Can I come out there and hang out? Man, bring your ass on, man.
You should do that. What's stopping you from doing that?
It's just certain things I just need to get out the way. I need to get certain things out the way. And here's the other thing. Working on this podcast isn't just a podcast. Like people think I just come up here and just jump on this mic and I record. That's part of it.
Right.
There are other things that go into this: spending time, spending money, getting people on board, the scheduling with everything. There's a new element that I want to bring to it. And I want everybody that I've interviewed to be a part of it. You know what I mean? Like, it's just so many things, so many ideas, the writing down and the actualization and fulfilling everything, plotting and planning everything to bring it into fruition. So there are different things that are going on. Like once I started this, I thought it would just be me sitting down, recording, talking to people and getting out the way. And that's not how this ended up working out. So my brain, my artistic whole part of my brain has just went off and said, oh, we should do this, we should do that, we should do this, we should do that. And now I'm just trying to incorporate these things and get people on board to be a part of it. You will be a part of it whenever I get down there, and so many others. Mike over in Cincinnati, like all that. Like I just want to be able to document and show the works that all of us are doing. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, that would be cool. Yeah. So it's not just what we talked about, like it's actually being done, and here it goes.
Yeah, and people see it like, look, this is what we're doing as a community, as people. Like this is what we're doing. So everything isn't just when you hear a podcast, you hear about just negative things. I don't want to name nobody's podcast, but I just don't want it to be based on negativity. I want it to be not only about me speaking about sports and boxing, but the progression and the things and the foundations that are being laid down that people can get to see, and they get to see the works of the people in everyday life, you know. And I think that's something that the youth, as well as the adults, the adolescents, whoever it is, I think it's just something that they just need to see. They need to see work being done, and they need to be inspired and motivated and know that they can do it, or they should continue to do it as well. So.
Yeah, because we live in a visual age, and I can tell you a thing all day long, but until you see it, you might not make the connection that needs to be made. So, people, I totally agree with that.
Yeah, people will be looking at me like, dude, how do you sit down? And that's the other thing, like that. How do you do all that? You go to work, you do art, you do music, and then you do a podcast. How do you do all that? I said the brain, and I tell them all the time, the brain only does what you tell it to do.
That's correct.
Your brain will let you know what you can do. Your body will at some point shut down and say, all right, you've had enough. But your brain will it'll allow you enough space to not only say you can do it, but it'll give you visualizations of things that you can and can't do. That's true. Since I've been doing this podcast, it's just like, all right, dude, you can do that. You can do the music too. You just have to make time. It's just like I have to be able to switch gears when I'm doing all this.
That's where I struggle, the switching of gears.
That's the thing, that's the only problem I've had, because when I do a thing, I do that thing. So the podcast has now been a thing for 18 months. But I know he probably somewhere angry at me. Ethics, I know we got music on the back burner, but I'm gonna get to it, man. Just give me some time. But I get into the mode of doing that one thing. And if you tell me, hey, I need some time, I go, okay, cool, do what you gotta do. And I go do another thing. You know, and I ingratiate, I put myself into these things, and I stay in them, and I don't come up out of them until I get results. And once I got results, I just do more of it, you know?
Yeah.
But that's just me. But sooner or later, man, I'm gonna be all over, and ain't nothing nobody gonna be able to do about it, you know? So
cool.
I just about making time, and then not just making the time, but you know, money for me as well. Like right now, because I spent quite a lot of money on doing this. As people think it's very simple, and it's not necessarily working out that way. You got to spend money on different things to make sure this stuff happens. So it's just this and just life in general, like you know, moving and doing
adulting.
Yes, that word. That word. If they would have told me it was going to be this, I probably would have been like, yeah, I keep that.
Right, I'm good. Yeah, I don't. That's what I tell my kids. Stay here as long as you can.
Yeah,
it's overrated out there.
But I think so. Here's my, I guess, thought on that. You only want to be grown because you don't like where you are as a kid, right? Mm-hmm. And you don't think you don't think your parents knows what's best for you. So you can't. Man, I can't wait till I get grown, so I don't have to do this shit no more. Mm-hmm. They ain't sitting there telling you like, well, shit, just wait till you get to this age. You'll see. It ain't what you think.
It's not.
And you really just want to get the hell up out the way, right? So all the children that are listening, stay a kid. Yeah. Enjoy being a child. Enjoy being a teenager. Yeah. But for me, most of all, I say that I enjoy my 20s more than anything.
Yeah. I'm going to write a book on my 20s one day.
Say what?
I'm going to write a book on my 20s one day. And then my 30s. My kids encourage me to do that a lot. I'm like, who's going to sit down, bro? That's my problem. Sitting down and doing that. My mom says if ADHD was a thing when we were kids, I would have totally had that. So like sitting down and doing one thing, I don't know. It seems like a daunting task.
So that's the thing for me. I was thinking of, because I do hip hop music, I was thinking of doing either the music or the book, and it would be called the Book of Matthew.
I would like a hip hop book.
You know what? It would just be.
That would be cool.
I could either do an album.
Yes.
And then just have like different parts of family members and things that I've done along the way and things that people didn't really know about me, or expect to know, and just have them come out, and then have people speak on me like, hey, this was a group of people I ran with at this point in time, or this is who I am at this point in time. Because they say no person lives one life. They always have a second or third life that they have, and there are certain things about me. People, over the last few years, they've been finding out like, dude, you did what? You were around who? And it's just kind of like, well, you kind of knew it, you just didn't know it because I never pushed it, and I kind of kept things out the way. But yeah, I think it'll be called the Book of Matthew, or the Book of O is going to be one of those.
Depends on where you want people's mind to go, right? Because the Book of Matthew is going to make some of us go to the Bible.
Well, it's my name though.
It'd be your Bible. No. Of course, yeah. No, we're not saying
and
that.
It'll be my Bible.
That's what I'm about to say. So you could. The Book of O gives me it's more mysterious.
It is. That's why I like it as well, right? That's right. And it sounds like I'm casting spells or some shit.
It could go all kinds of ways. Yeah. I'm down for either one. I'm down.
Cause he threw me off.